Hello and welcome back to my channel. It has been a week, I can tell you. I hope you're doing well. It's been quite full on for me this past week, and it's not been painting. I've hardly done any painting. I've started a new series, but I'll show you that a bit later. But it's just been a full on because my dream has come true. The hole at the bottom of the garden has been filled. It's basically, it's a retaining wall that we've built. But when you say wall, you imagine something like this thick. It was huge. It was about this thick, and it really deep. I can't explain how deep it is. This hole was huge. It got bigger, and then we had to fill it with concrete, and it's been flipping hard work, I can tell you. I'm not nearly as fit as I used to be. God dear, it was a shock for both of us. Me and Mr. Rowe have been doing it, so it's been full on. But I did video some of it, so you can really grasp what I've been through. So grab your cuppa, enjoy. Okay, so we're in the garden, and I just want to show you progress so far. I cleared away a bit of this and put these old bricks down to create a bit of a nicer, smoother pathway. And Mr. O has been labouring in the hole down here. There's a lot going on. I think it's all getting a bit technical, and it's quite full on. So, but you know, this is what we call progress. So it's very exciting. This is the first stage. It's costing a lot more than first calculated, and it's a lot more work than first thought. We haven't even done the cement bit yet, but hopefully the cement's going to come tomorrow, and we're going to fill that hole with cement. But oh my God, it's so exciting. I am one happy woman. Oh my word, look at all this. All this is for tiny hole at the bottom of the garden. Well, it's quite a big hole now. Oh, it looks like we've got too much. Well, this is going to be interesting. So I go down this slope here, which is quite steep, and I have to just sort of lie the wheelbarrow down to stop it from just freewheeling down there. And I get down to here and then have to avoid hitting a dachshund. Come on, Bailey, out the way, quick. He loves to see what's going on and like get involved. But I have to go, sometimes I have to stop, turn water on, turn water off. And then we go along this way, and it's like an obstacle course. I feel like it's a knockout. I don't know if anyone knows that. It's a knockout. I feel I should be in a big costume and falling over a lot. But we go down this rickety ramp that is just, it's hanging on. Honestly, I can't believe it's still there. Here's a bit of rug that's been put down because of the step, and there's still a bit of a step there. Then I have to do 90 degrees and then down the quaint little pathway I made. I've slopped it all over the wooden path, and then we go down here and then along this bit, and then we run out of bricks and it all goes a bit wrong, and then we hit this wall, and here we are in here. Oh my word. We've been doing it for hours. I've lost count how many wheelbarrowfuls there's been. It's exhausting. I have a new respect for any labourers. I really do. How do they do it every day? No wonder they're muscly. Anywho, I can't hang around chatting. We've got more to do. I'll see you in a bit. So by the time I get here with the wheelbarrow, I then have to lift it, and it weighs a ton. It is so heavy. I have to get as close as I can and tip it in. Like that. And then I use a bit of tile to scrape it all out. And then I get the rake and try not to fall in and rake it over, like push it so it's sort of even Stevens. And then I go back and get another load. Here we are, day 3. It's kind of, once you started, you can't stop, you know. Anyway, it'll be over soon, or I'll be dead, one or the other. Now, we've made progress, but honestly, a job that was supposed to be 2 to 4 hours long is taking 3 days. So, yeah, greatly underestimated. But look, if you can see, can you see this line here? There's a line there that runs along there. And that's how much we're going to fill. And hopefully we're going to do that today. Oh my God, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Hurrah! Oh God. Oh dear. We have finished and it's fantastic. This has been a really long, hard job, and I have much respect for builders and any kind of labourers. Honestly, we've now got to get rid of all this. So, and tidy all this, cut that wood down, these bits here need cutting down, these bits here. This will need sorting out. Oh dear, it's a building site still. And I want to show you this. Look at my hand. Can you focus? Can you see that blister? It's not focusing very well. Oh, blister on my hand there. And I have a matching one on this hand. Gosh, it's been a really hard few days. But thank God for that, it's finished now. Onwards and upwards. Looking back on that video, oh dear, I find it really hard sometimes to do these videos because I do have that the problem of voices that are in my head that speak to me constantly, that criticize me, that give me a hard time, and insist on just being quite negative. I'm quite a negative person anyway, I think. So I find it quite hard to do these videos and watch myself. You know, I was speaking to someone the other day, and they were saying, how can you do them? Because she was saying she couldn't watch herself, and I was exactly the same. And it's taken me probably about 6 months to get the courage to start doing these videos. And I just want to say to anyone who is thinking of doing a YouTube video or trying to do some little reels for Instagram or something like that, I know where you're coming from when it's so hard to look at yourself and so hard to not be so critical. I mean, it's madness, isn't it? Because they say you wouldn't say these things to a friend. You wouldn't, you just accept your friends, warts and all. But you don't like it on yourself, and you criticize yourself so much. And I found it so hard. So one tip I have for if you're thinking of doing any kind of film work or just taking photographs of yourself, is to get used to doing it, because I kind of think it's like everything you learn, it's uncomfortable and unusual for you at the beginning. So, and you have to keep doing it, and practice makes perfect and all that. So the more often you film yourself and the more you get used to talking to a camera, looking at a camera, and just seeing yourself, the better and more relaxed about it will become. It will just become easier to accept yourself. I mean, honestly, I have so much trouble sort of just trying to get over myself, trying to not look. I mean, I re-record things all the time because I'm constantly going, oh, look at your face, oh my god, look at you now, oh, what a state. And it's I have to draw the line at some point, because I'm not going to get any better. It's not going to look any better. So I have to kind of just go, right, just this is it. I'm just doing it. And I can't help how I look, and that's, for everybody. We're all the same. We're all in the same boat. We're all criticizing ourselves. But one thing I will say, another tip, is to listen to, there's 2 audiobooks or books, whichever you prefer, whichever way you take information in. I watch YouTuber, and I probably shouldn't because she's so glamorous, Lydia Millen and her lovely husband Ali, and they're just the perfect couple living the dream. And they are, but to me, I just love watching them. I like seeing what she does in her life, and the confidence she has. And she recommended 2 sort of therapists who've written books, and I will link them in the comments here, because I have found them so helpful. And just to that, the voice in your head that constantly is criticizing, they kind of say, one says that it's not actually you, that is not your voice. It's like almost like an intruder in your head that's just giving you this constant spiel. And the other one is just saying, just to just ignore it, to put it to one side, take it on board, to put it to one side, and just to not take it seriously or give it too much sort of attention. And I think it's helping me, it's like, and it's that positive thinking. Every time you have a bad thought, to counteract it with a good thought, to try and make, don't leave it with a bad thought. Change your way of thinking. It's the same thing like in the mornings when you think of something. If you think, oh god, I've got that to do today, just stop and go, yeah, I've got that to do, but it's a beautiful day, or I'm still alive, or something wonderful will happen, or I'm going to have a lovely breakfast, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to do something nice. And just try and sort of start your day on a positive note. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sort of be more confident, be more positive, and embrace the YouTube. So this is this is just one bit of advice. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a middle-aged woman trying to do my best. I'm an artist, just an artist trying to do my best. So yeah, Anyway, waffle over. We're almost finished now. And I'll just show you this. I'm doing I've got 2 exhibitions coming up, and one of them is the beginning of September, and I've started doing these little characters. I'm doing quite a few of them. I want a whole grid of these, and I've kind of done them so that they're not, that I don't have to frame them. You know, they're not framed, but they look like they are, and they look like they're kind of coming through the frame, through the picture, kind of thing. And I quite like them. I think it's quite effective, and I think once they've been varnished, they should come up quite nicely. But I just think, because things are so expensive these days, and it's not just you know, the price of materials and everything. It's just when I buy frames for paintings, they don't always get sold, and often they'll get damaged. And then once they're damaged, I don't want to use them, and you know, and it annoys me because I just think that's a waste of money, isn't it? So I'm trying to just sort of keep the prices lower so people can afford the paintings, and not have to go to the cost of getting them framed if they don't want to. So I think this is quite a fun idea. But yeah, so I'm working on them. I've also got an exhibition coming up in next week, or a couple of weeks, I can't remember. It's a week and a half or something like that. And it's, oh gosh, it's quite mad actually, because it's one of those things that I said I'd do because I've got a lot of work in the loft. But what's nice about it is it's a bit of an impromptu exhibition. It's going to be more like an art fair, and it's going to be fun, I think, because there's not going to be a private view, and in a way that takes the sort of pressure off, so you don't feel you have to be you know, sort of on your best game. You can just be more kind of turn up, put your things up there, and there's going to be painting as well at the you know, in the venue. So it's just going to be a bit of fun, I think. So it'll be an opportunity for me to air a few of my pieces. I'm going to dust some sculptures off and put them into. So that's going to be nice. But I'll organise it and maybe show you how I organise things for events, because I am not the type of person who can just rock up with some paintings and stick them up on the wall. I have to know exactly what paintings to take and where they're going to go. So when I get there, I have the plan, and because these things, they take a long time to just to put the pictures up and things. So yeah, I need to know what is going to go where, so I'm not spending time sort of umming and erring and moving things around once I'm there. So yes, so that's going to be exciting. And I think that's it for this week. It's been quite full on, so it's not been much painting, but I might do a bit of a time lapse for one of these for next week. And you know, as usual, if you have any questions, or if you want anyone to come and do some concreting at your house, please don't call me. No. So yes, it would be lovely to see you next week. In the meantime, do the old subscribing and cheeky thumbs up if you're that way inclined, and I really appreciate it, because this is a very small channel, and I'm beginning to realise there are hundreds of artists out there doing the same thing. You know, but that's life, isn't it? There's competition. It's not competition, is it, really? Because we're all different. We're all doing things in a different way. And yeah, it's just I didn't realise, though, the extent of the amount of people that do it, but then that's quite good. It's nice to be in good company. So yeah, so if you've got a YouTube video, do let me know, and maybe I can join you. Anyway, let's wrap it up here, and cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. See you later then. Bye.